about evaluation of alternatives and design decisions. These are the this is the content of Unit 5, evaluation of alternatives and design decisions. Okay, we are going to evaluate various concepts based on physical realizability. Then we are going to discuss about design tree. In that, quality of design, concept of utility, criteria decisions, decisions under uncertainty and risk. And there are problems in Unit 5. Okay, that is numericals related to all these concepts. After studying various topics in Unit 5, we must be able to evaluate alternatives in a rational manner. By following a scientific approach, you must be able to evaluate alternatives. That is the objective. Okay, this course is entirely it is about understanding this morphology of design. Okay, we have covered preliminary need statement and need analysis in second unit. Okay, then we have covered generation of design ideas in Unit 3. Then we discussed about preliminary design, that is design development, in Unit 4. Okay, where we discussed about design for function, design for shipping, use, maintenance. Okay, now again we are going back. Okay, so we have skipped this stage, that is evaluation of alternatives. That means evaluation of ideas. In Unit 5, we are going to discuss about this evaluation of ideas. Okay. So in this unit, we are going to discuss about evaluation of ideas. That means evaluation of alternatives. Again, this evaluation is based on technical, functional, and engineering and environmental aspects. That means it is depending on physical realizability and other aspects. Okay, then financial and economic feasibility, then utility. Okay. So this is about this stage of the morphology of design, that is evaluation of ideas. We know if you have any problem, we are able to generate as many solutions as possible. Okay, for some problems you may be generating 15 solutions, for some you may be able to generate 20, for some you may be able to generate 2 or 3 ideas or 2 or 3 concepts. Next thing is you have to choose which is the best idea, okay, or which is the best design, or which is the best possible solution. You have to make a decision as a designer. You have to choose. Okay, so that is decision. Which is the good design, or which is having better quality, or which is the better quality design. Okay, that decision you have to make. Okay, designer should try to determine which of the design concepts are physically realizable within the given budgets of time and money. Okay, as we discussed earlier, designer is working within various constraints. Okay, constraints usually resources. Okay, so designer should try to determine which of the design concepts are physically realizable. Okay, what do I mean by physically realizable? You have 3 designs. Okay, if you want to say, okay, design number 2 is physically realizable compared to design 1 and 3. What are the criteria? Based on that, you are going to make this judgment. So first, what do you mean by physical realizability?
Which is more practical?
Okay, if you consider concept, whether it is abstract or it is real.
Real one.
Concept. Okay, concept is abstract. So when or even design to some extent, design is also partially it is abstract. Okay, so when it is going to become reality is if you are able to convert the design into a physical product, then only that will be that can be realizable physically. Okay, physical realizability is okay whether it is possible to convert a design into a physical product. Okay, that is the physical realizability. You have a design, whether it is possible to convert the design into its physical form. What are the factors that will govern the possibility of converting a design into a physical product? ಯಾವ್ದು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನ?
Cost.
So cost, then
difficulty in manufacturing.
Difficulty in manufacturing. So before going to all those things, first you have to look into which manufacturing processes you are going to employ to produce those parts. Okay, whether you use material removal processes, whether you use farming processes or casting. Okay, so first you have to decide on which manufacturing process you are going to use to produce this product. Then whether facility is available in the company. If you are working in a company, so a company ಯಾವ machines ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ facility ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ that first you should look into. Then that is the first thing. Okay, whether facility is available in-house or you have to consult others. Okay, at times what you can do is you can give the design and you can get the work done from other companies. Okay, that is another possibility. One is facilities available in-house or outside. Next, technology, whether it is available in-house or whether it is available outside. If it is available outside, whether company can make use of the technology. Is it accessible? Okay, then again you have to consider the cost, whether company, suppose if you in order to produce a particular product, if it is a new product, okay, new technology or new machinery may be required. Next, whether company is able to invest on new machines or skilled labors may be required, whether company is able to hire skilled labors, is it possible? So there are various aspects. Okay, you may have a design, you may look into a modern technology, but whether that modern technology is accessible for the company, considering the cost and other constraints. Okay, so you have to evaluate. So in summary, physical realizability means whether is it possible to convert a design into physical product. Okay, that is physical realizability. Some design concepts, because of the complexity which require modern technology or high accuracy machines, some design concepts may be rejected. Okay, because considering the constraints. Next, designer cannot make the selection of the design concept purely on the basis of the confidence level in its physical realizability. That means by looking at the available machines, okay, so you may say, oh, this is the best design concept. So if you go for choosing a particular design concept only on physical realizability, the problem is the scope for innovation, the scope for coming with new ideas or coming with new product or new design. Okay, so may be restricted. The scope may be restricted if you consider only the physical realizability. At times, you must be ready to take risk. Okay, so that is the second thing. Designer cannot make the selection of the design concept purely on the basis of the confidence level in its physical realizability. if the engineers went for the least risk propositions in selecting their concepts without taking any chances, there would have been no technological advance. So we have discussed about some evolution of bicycle, okay, evolution of razor. Okay, we have noticed uh, even though others doesn't have confidence in those designers, they went on designing things. Okay, even some laughed at them. Okay, so designers must be able to take risk. Okay, and if you are working on product development, you can take risk. Suppose if you are working in a company where you have to do routine jobs, then you need not take risk. Okay, so if it is a routine job, risk level is less. If you are working in research and development of any company, working in product development, then so you must be able to take risk. Okay, then that risk may result in a new product or a new technology. Okay, that is another consideration. Next, the overall promise of a design can at times make one going for development of concepts which are barely plausible. Barely plausible means it may not be feasible. Okay, it may be difficult to realize those products. Then also, since if it is a new innovative product, there are some advantages. You can gain market because of the innovative features in the product. If you are able to come up with that product in the market, you may get some added advantages. Okay, in order to gain that added advantages in the market, companies at times are ready to take risk also. Okay, so that is the next thing. The overall promise of a design concept can at times, overall promise means because of the features of the design. Okay, so make one go in for development of concepts which are barely plausible. That means the probability of successfully getting that product, okay, may be less. Then also you go for attempt, you put an attempt, okay, to get that product. Next, a product to be accepted must be worthwhile from the economic point of view. Okay, a product to be accepted must be worthwhile from the economic point of view. If you consider any product and if you are evaluating in terms of its economic worth, okay, there are two possibilities. Economic worth in the point of view of the user of the product or consumer of the product, and economic aspect by considering the manufacturer of the company. Okay, what is the economic point of view if you are a manufacturer or if you are a designer of a product? What is the economic point of view for a manufacturer?
To gain profit.
To gain profit. Okay, what is the economic point of view for a consumer? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಸುಮಾರು ಏನೋ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಳ್ತಿರಲ್ವಾ, ಕೂಡ ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟ್? ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ, then performance, reliability, usefulness, to get value for money. Okay, so usually if you go and watch any movie because of corona, okay, so you have not did for past 6 months, usually you call some movies as paisa vasool. By paisa vasool, ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಎ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಎನ್ಶೂರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಪೈಸಾ ವಸೂಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೋಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪೈಸಾ ವಸೂಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಆದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು be in the market. Okay, so this is the thing, a product to be accepted must be worthwhile from the economic point of view. it must be such that both the persons making it and using it get their money's worth. So manufacturer, he has invested, and for the investment he has to get the profit. That is the point of view of manufacturer. For the buyer or user, okay, he has invested on the product. He should get, he must be able to get service of the product, okay, get some functions, okay. Thus, the designer should select a design which promises to cost the least as compared to what the customer is willing to pay for it. Okay, suppose if customer is ready to pay 10 rupees for a pen, okay, as a designer or as a manufacturer, okay, what should be its cost of the pen? How much it should be? If customer is willing to pay 10 rupees for a pen, for a ball pen, okay, how much should be its cost, its manufacturing cost? Hmm?
2 rupees 70 paisa.
2 rupees 70 paisa. Oh, you are specifying in detail. 2 rupees 70 paisa. Okay, 6 to 7. Usually, if you fix the margin of 6 to 7, okay, it may not be worthwhile. Less than 10. Okay, if it is 9 rupee 50 paisa, and if the manufacturing cost of a pen is 9 rupee 50 paisa, and if you go for selling it at 10, okay, you cannot run the company. Okay, so if you want to sell it for 10 rupees, at least it should be, you must be able to manufacture it for 2 or 3 rupees. Okay, if the manufacturing cost is 2 to 3 rupees, then you can sell it at 10 rupees, because there are a lot of activities involved in selling that pen. Okay, from manufacturing or from the company to the seller, there are many middlemen. Okay, there will be wholesaler, then retailer, and there are some lapses. Okay, so you may not get okay, so all the money, okay, which will be gained by retailers or wholesalers. Okay, so there are many things, there are many costs involved in that. If you want to sell some product for 10 rupees, your manufacturing cost must be at least minimum, it should be 1/3 of the product. Okay, if you are selling it for 9 rupees, minimum the manufacturing cost should be 3 rupees. If you want to get more profit, instead of 3 rupees, you must be able to get it for 1. Okay, so you are producing at 1 rupee and you must be sell it at 10 rupees if you want more profit. At least it should be 1/3. So that's why you have to consider that aspect also. And if you go for fixing higher price, the problem is competition in the market, and customer will choose your competitors if the cost of the product is more, and if the quality or performance of the product is same, and if the cost is high, okay, no one will choose your product. The customer pays more for the design which offers him better service or the performance of which is superior. Okay, in the previous class I noticed that later Krishna Vaidya made a comment. Okay, Apple company, the service is not good. Okay, then also why people prefer to buy Apple phones, iPhones? Krishna Vaidya, you may be using iPhone. Okay, you know the service is not good. Then also why you are using that phone?
Privacy.
Privacy, data safety. Okay, that means there are added features. Okay, so those features you may not get from other competitors. The service from Samsung or any other Android phones may be good compared to iPhones, but because of those added features, because of the brand value, because of the reliability of the product, you are ready to pay more for iPhones or Apple company products. Okay, even though service may be not up to the mark. and it also depends on their market strategy. Okay, so Karnataka are some of the isolated locations in Karnataka. Okay, they may not be the target locations for them. Okay, their target location may be metropolitan cities. Okay, so they may not be concentrating on places like Asan or Mangalore. Okay, so because of that also this you may not get good service. Okay, it depends. The customer pays more for the design which offers in better service or the performance of which is superior. The example is again iPhone from Apple company. We are ready to pay more because of some of the features that is related to performance of that phone. Thus, the real worth of a design in relation to its cost can be measured in terms of its overall performance rating. Okay, performance versus cost. Okay, so if I am paying more for a product, okay, what are the additional features? Whether it is having better quality, better performance than low cost products. Like that, customers are going to evaluate. Okay, in order to understand marketing or advertising, you can listen to a podcast. Okay, so Ambi Parmeshwaram is one who has worked in advertising field for more than 40 years. Okay, he is a IIT graduate. He studied engineering in IIT Madras. Then he studied MBA in IIM Ahmedabad. Okay, then he was into the advertising field. In this conversation, he shared his experience. Okay, how the marketing or advertising in India, okay, has changed in from past 3-4 decades. Okay, so if you are interested to know more about marketing and advertising, you can listen to this conversation. Later, I will share the link. Okay, so and you have CIE on next week.